Batman is one of those characters that never really goes out of style. Over the years, we've had so many versions of him on screen. There's Christian Bale's legendary portrayal, Michael Keaton's brooding and mysterious take, and then George Clooney.
You get the ice, I'll get the Iceman.
Let's just say the bat nipples were a choice. I'm still not sure what they were going for there, but hey, it's part of the history now. Today though, I want to talk about Robert Pattinson's Batman from Matt Reeves The Batman. This film hit me in a way I didn't expect. It wasn't just that it was different, it was the way it explored Batman as a person, as someone still figuring things out. And I've got to say, the cinematography was absolutely stunning too. The way the camera captures Gotham, its grim, rain-soaked streets, the oppressive shadows, the mix of decay and beauty, it's like the city itself is alive. Gotham has always been dark, but here, it feels like you can almost smell the wet concrete and hear the distant hum of chaos. For me, that atmosphere pulls you into the story in a way few superhero films manage. It's not just a backdrop, it's a reflection of Batman's psyche.
Somehow Riddler knows who he is. If we find the rat.
And when you pair that with Michael Giacchino's haunting score, man, it all comes together so beautifully. I left the theater feeling something I hadn't in a while.
What I'm doing is my family's legacy. But I can't change things here.
A genuine sense of excitement and satisfaction. The film doesn't just show us Batman, it immerses us in his world. Let's talk about what makes this Batman unique. He's not the polished, hyper-competent hero we have come to expect. He's young, raw, and deeply flawed. This is a Batman still learning what it means to wear the cape. He's filled with anger, doubt, and the weight of his mission, and he hasn't quite figured out how to balance it all. Pattinson brings all of this to life in such a subtle, layered way. There's this intensity in his eyes, this vulnerability that he feels. He's not some untouchable figure towering over Gotham, he's a guy trying to make sense of his place in it. And that's why his mistakes hit so hard. They're reminders that he's just a man, trying his best and sometimes failing. This brings us to the scene that made this YouTube video possible. Batman is standing on a rooftop, needing to make a quick escape. He pulls out his wingsuit, looking confident enough, and takes the leap. For a moment, it seems like he's got this. The wind rushes past, the city stretches out below him, and then it all goes horribly wrong. He crashes, tumbling across the ground in a way that feels painfully real. It's not the kind of moment we're used to seeing with Batman. He's supposed to be the guy who always takes the landing, who's always a step ahead. But here, he messes up badly. And it's such a defining moment for this version of the character, it strips away the myth and shows us the man beneath it, a man who's still figuring out how to be Batman. What's brilliant about the scene is how it changes the way we see him. This isn't the Batman who's invincible, it's the Batman who's learning, failing, and getting back up. And that's so much more relatable.
Yeah.
But why does this moment resonate so much? Psychologically, it's because we connect with characters who grow. Perfect heroes are great and all, but they don't feel like us. Seeing someone struggle and improve, that's inspiring. It taps into something universal, the idea that failure is part of the process. This isn't new either. Think about the first Spider-Man movie from Sam Raimi. Remember when Peter Parker tries to use his web for the first time? He's figuring it out, shouting, "Go, web!" like it's a voice-activated gadget, and when he finally gets the hang of it, he swings through the city only to crash in a wall. It's funny, sure, but it's also essential. It shows us that Peter is just a kid trying to figure things out, just like Batman in this scene. And that's what makes this moment so powerful. It's not just about Batman falling, it's about what that fall represents. It's a reminder that even the people we see as heroes don't start out perfect. They have to learn, to grow, and to fail along the way. There's something deeply human about that. We're all trying to figure things out, stumbling along the way. Watching Batman do the same doesn't make him less of a hero, it makes him more of one. Because what matters isn't the fall, it's how you get back up. So yeah, that scene where Batman crashes, it's short but it's unforgettable. It's a moment that says so much with so little. And I want to know, how did you see it? Did it hit you the same way it hit me? Let me know in the comments, and if you haven't seen the film yet, trust me, it's worth it. Even if just for that one messy, imperfect, beautiful fall.